What's going on, guys? So, I'm here with Lauren and we're in the 2017 and I just picked up my new vlogging camera. Yes, I am excited because I've pretty much reached my limit with the GoPro, and while GoPro is a great camera to vlog with, I wanted a little more out of it. I wanted some zoom features, I wanted better image stability, and just an overall better picture for you guys and myself. So we're gonna upgrade the quality a little bit here. And I went with the Canon G7X PowerShot Mark II. So this is the second generation of the G7X. A lot of vloggers use the first gen, and I'm pretty excited to see how this second gen one is. I heard some good things about it. So I'm gonna unbox it here real quick, and then we're gonna switch to the new camera setup. And before I open it up, I also got this ridiculous Joby tripod thing. This is like the Neistat setup here. This is the official Casey Neistat Joby thing. It's a little ridiculous because the camera's kind of small, but I figured, hey, whatever. You get what you pay for, so I figured I would get a good one. But here is the new camera. Look at this, oh my gosh, look at this book. It's a lot of reading to do. Yeah, see, look how tiny it is. It's awesome. This is another thing I got this camera too, instead of like a big DSLR camera, was because, I mean, I just don't feel like carrying around something that big all the time. I just, you know, that was one of the reasons I liked the GoPro, because it was so small and compact. But this one, great quality image, small and compact, and it's cool because the screen flips up so you can see yourself, whereas like on a GoPro you can't see really what you're filming if you're kind of vlogging, because the screen's on the back. So this is nice because the screen is there right on the front and I can see what's going on, and then when I turn it around I can just flip the screen down and see what's going on and in front of me. So that was a cool feature of this camera. A lot of cameras have that nowadays, but that's another reason I got this. So I'm basically gonna throw a battery in here, throw a card in here, start it up, get it all set up, and I'm gonna start vlogging the rest of this video with this camera. So let me know what you guys think. All right, so battery and card are in. Lock that up and turn her on. There it is. It's nice and clear.
Yeah.
So I'm running 1080 at 60 frames per second, so it's like crazy, like, yeah, it's very smooth. This is really cool. Sorry, but I'm just enthralled by how good quality this image is for a small camera. So, Lauren, what do you think?
Ooh, it looks good.
Yeah, look, you can see yourself. We got the thing flipped up, so. Huh? Yeah, you do.
It looks good. I don't look good. No, I don't.
So I'm gonna be very interested to see how good the audio quality is on this. I might have to get an external mic, but we'll see. Anyways, we're gonna drive home right now, and we're going to install the cold air inductions intake on my 2017 Silverado. Alrighty, so let's start this install, but first I'm going to show you guys the box, which is, this is the box it would have come in, but I ended up getting this directly from Mike when he put it on his truck instead of just having Cold Air send me a new one. So I just figured, hey, I'll just reuse it since he's not using it anymore. So here's everything that comes in the box. Obviously, it's got a nice set of color instructions. Look at that. And actual pictures of the install, not like a drawing and stuff. So, anyways, there's that. Comes obviously with the filter, which is in this box here, and all your parts necessary. Good thing about it is it's half kind of put together. So first things first, pop the hood here and disconnect the battery, because you always want to disconnect a battery before bolting on parts like this. What happens is if you disconnect anything when the battery is plugged in, you might throw a check engine light or something like that, and once you plug the battery back in, it will reset the system and it will calibrate it for the new intake or new part you're putting on. Now, the cool thing about this intake is it does not require a tune, so it's literally just bolt on and go, and the computer, like I said, automatically calibrates for the new intake system, and you gain generally between 20 and 30 horsepower to the wheels and a lot better fuel economy. So that's one of the things I love about cold air inductions. First, we're going to disconnect the negative battery terminal here, once I can get this little cover off. Alright, there's the negative. First thing you have to do is remove these support brackets right here. So we're going to remove, obviously, the original intake first, and then put the new one on. Alrighty. There for now, leave that in there. Now we'll do this tiny one here.
Hey YouTube. How's it coming? Oh,
Well,
those popper things are annoying.
who knows?
Did you say that already?
No, I didn't say it, but God, these things suck. These things right here are like the worst invention ever. Oh, there's two in there. So this is now off.
Bye, guys.
So now we're going to take the mass airflow sensor out and not damage it, because if you damage that, that's not good. You'll have to replace it. And you shouldn't really unplug it either from the, you shouldn't unplug this harness. Even though the battery is disconnected, we're just going to keep it in one piece. It'll just be easier that way. Because we are going to obviously reuse the factory MAF sensor. And there's a spot that goes right in the new cold air induction's tube. So when you take this out, whatever, just be careful with it, you know. You don't want to ding it up or anything like that. There's a sensor in there. If you guys can see, you can't see from there, but yeah, there's a little sensor in there, and you do not want to screw that up. So we're just going to lay it on the side over here, and then we're going to take off clamp here, flexible tube here, the stock tube. So that's off now, and we're going to disconnect, I believe, the PCV hose, which is right here. See, all this whole piece, I believe, is going to come off. That whole piece right here. And it'll be replaced with just a tube coming to a new airbox. And we'll take this off here. Front mount. There we go. Look at that huge piece. Huge unnecessary piece. Look at that. That is ridiculous. Look, it's just there's the tube, but this whole piece covers it. Like, what's the point? Is it to like look nice? I guess it's to cover the engine. Why? Look at that. It's a freaking American V8. Why would you want to cover it up? I mean, not to mention it adds an unnecessary amount of weight and looks, honestly, I think like crap. But either way, we got all that off. So now we're gonna do the air box here and get that off. Pretty sure this thing just pops off too. There we go. There's the stock box. I'm gonna get this coolant reservoir here out of the way as well. Alrighty. Okay, now we've got some space. So here is the new box. Let me get this filter out first. We got, here's the big tube. Like I said, that's gonna replace literally that whole piece right there. That junk piece. This is just a tube that's going to replace it, a lightweight tube. That's one piece. Here's the lid to the box. Okay, nice little see-through lid. And here's probably, there's where the PCV system is. That goes in your stock PCV. See, this is already hooked up thanks to, I think Andy did that for Mike. But here is the actual box. And look, as you guys can see, it's insulated. So that will provide, well, basically an insulation around, you know, the hot engine bay that this cold air intake box sits in. So this is kind of why, guys, it's a true, almost a true cold air intake, because, you know, the air is going to come in through that panel right there, and it's going to go directly into the box. There's the opening right there where my fingers are, and the box is insulated. So the box will always stay cooler than the engine bay. You know, some of these intakes have just like a shield. They kind of sit around that area. Sort of like this one, but it's not an enclosed box, you know, with a lid on it. And that's another thing I love about this company. Just the technology behind everything and the performance. And I mean, they look good too, so. Now we're gonna throw the box in the proper place. And this is where cold air inductions comes in with the win. And that's fitment. And they measure with a 3D, you know, they 3D basically scale to the car. And it fits perfectly. It's a tight fit though because of that. So it takes some finesse, but once you get it in, it's awesome. Alrighty, nice and snug, perfect fit. Now we'll put this coolant reservoir back in its location. Now we're gonna install the tube here. There she blows, up there. Probably keep it loose for now, so we can adjust everything so it fits correctly. But we'll put back these PCV lines. All right, that's one. We'll do the other here. Alright, so I'm switching back to the GoPro because I was so excited about using the new camera that I didn't even really charge it the entire way. I thought it would be enough battery life, but I guess it isn't, so we're going to let that get a full charge here before I film anything else with that camera. But we're going to continue it with the GoPro instead. So now we're going to install the intake tube here. It's a pretty tight fit. I like it. Now it's time to do the filter. That's tight. Now we're going to adjust this to fit it right in here. Pretty solid there. Alrighty. Now that everything's installed there, everything's tight, we're going to put the, I guess, mass airflow sensor back in. Okay, that's done. Now we're going to put the lid back on. Everything else is tight. Yep, everything's tight. Those clamps are tight. Well, that's good to go. Alrighty, lid is now on. Now we'll put back the brace here. Solid. Now we'll reconnect the battery and we will be done. Everything's done. Alrighty guys, so there it is. All installed. Looks nice. I love the looks of it in this truck. Fits perfectly. Install wasn't too bad. It was pretty easy, you know, pretty straightforward. As you can see, here's the original design. Ridiculous, big, huge, kind of like restrictive. So now I'm going to start it up and we're gonna go for a little drive here, see how it is, see if I notice any difference. Alrighty, start it up. Sounds a little different. You guys are probably like, yeah, okay, whatever, Nick. All right, let's go take it for a drive here and see how it does. So the next performance mod I think I'm gonna do this truck is probably exhaust. I'm looking at a few different companies right now, but I think it'll add a nice touch to the truck. You know, it'll give it a nice smooth V8 sound. Alrighty, let's see how it does here. Sounds good. It definitely has a nice little rumble to it that I didn't hear honestly before. As far as the horsepower, I mean, you know, it's a truck, so do I notice a difference in power? I don't know. I don't really wide open throttle this truck all the time like I do my other Camaros. But if I can get some more gas mileage out of it, definitely, and a little extra power won't hurt, you know, that I'm happy. You know, I'm definitely going to be using this truck to tow my 2013 Z01 to the track, so any more gas mileage and power I can really get out of it is great. So I've been dealing with cold air inductions for a while now. I put their intake on my 2013. That's the very first thing I did to it, and loved it. It made the supercharger whine a lot more than factory. You know, those cars, the 5th gen ZL1s, those cars are quiet. I mean, I think from the factory, I think they're quiet. But when you slap one of them intakes on, it like totally changes the car. So I was very happy with that on my 2013 ZL1, and I figured I'd put one on the truck now, and I'm happy with that. And the next thing, obviously, is gonna be the 2017. They are making a completely carbon fiber intake for the 2017 ZL1. Hopefully it will be ready very, very shortly, so I'm pretty excited for that. It looks amazing. I had a prototype of it on my car at Camaro Fest, those of you that came to the show or watched that video. The intake looks amazing, so like I said, I'm very excited for that. So we'll do another little pull here on the way back home, see how it does. Oh yeah, it definitely opens it up a lot. Like, it definitely sounds a lot more muscular. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Another great product by Cold Air Inductions. Alrighty guys, so back at home now. Finally got my G7X charged, so I am using it for the outro. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. and I just wanted to address something before we end the video here. You know, I got a lot of comments on the previous video that I did when I tended the truck saying that I was a sellout. I mean, there were people that were saying, oh, he'll do anything for subs. There was somebody that was saying, oh, promoting apps now, sad, which I don't think so. I think it's smart, and I'm gonna tell you why. I was approached by the company. I've been approached by many companies, different apps, different things here and there. But you know, the more I thought about it, I was like, this is kind of dumb. You know, I'm missing out on opportunity. I'm missing out on money. To me, really, the only thing that it does is help the channel and help the growth of the channel. And basically, you know, the more money I make, the more things I can buy, the more videos I can do on those things, and the happier you guys are with the content. And this channel has come from just a little fun hobby that I did on the side to now being a business, and that's kind of what I want to turn it into. And the end goal here really is to eventually quit my day job and do YouTube full time, you know, stuff that I love, and make money. That's pretty much the dream. So, you know, there's a huge world outside of YouTube that not a lot of people know about, and a lot of people think, oh, well, you know, they just make YouTube videos and they make money and that's how they fund themselves. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now that that is not true, and there's a lot of stuff out there that people are involved in, and I'm trying to kind of like transition into that stage, you know, from regular guy just making videos, which I mean, I'm still a regular guy, to somebody who is making it full time and has their hand in this and has their hand in that, and basically comes together and helps produce the content that they create. So that's what I'm really trying to do, and I'm just trying to expand the channel and grow the channel as best as I can, as quickly as I can, really. So when I see an opportunity like that, I'm obviously going to take it, and I'm going to continue to take certain opportunities as well to help grow my channel. But either way, I didn't really mean to offend or upset anybody about it. It's just gonna help me eventually grow the channel quicker and provide more content to you guys. So thank you for watching this video. I do appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Be sure to follow all of my social media. It will be below in the description of the video. Please hit that subscribe button and have a great day.